Hello everyone, we are Group 3 and we will show our presentation on microbiology of healthy humans. This is our content. I am Guo Xiaofan and I will show the introduction part in the order of some questions. First question, what's microbiology in humans? We know that there are a tremendous number of microorganisms in human body. The microbiology in humans consists of abundance in number and distinct types of microbes. The microorganisms are various, composed of bacteria, archaea, fungi, virus, and protozoa. The most important is the bacteria. There are numerous microbial cells in the human body, which can be more than 10 times of human cells. Because most microbial cells are little in size, they can make up about a few percent of body's mass. The microbes can inhabit many organs in the human body, including the gastrointestinal tract, the respiratory tract, mouth, stomach, skin, or genital tract, and so on. Second question, how do microbes enter human body? There are mainly 4 approaches for microbes entering. Firstly, from mother to child during the vaginal birth. Interestingly, the children born via normal delivery and cesarean section would have different microgroups in the first year, but since they would have similar microbial structures. The secondly is skin touching. As we know, there are a large amount of microbes on human skin, like our hands. The thirdly is via diet. The microbes can enter our bodies through the digestion system. The last way is from the environment. The microbes are everywhere. Now the third question, how do microbes impact human health? Let's look at the 3 types of human micro-interactions. During the nutritionism, microbes can not hurt human body directly, but compete with people for the nutrition. For the commensalism, the human and the microbes can make a difference on each other. Species and species interaction, like mutualism, means that human body and microorganisms can benefit from each other. The human provides living conditions, and the microbes give people the special nutrition. The microorganisms can provide many other functions, and the microbes are also considered as an additional important organ. The last question, why are microbes important for human health? That's because the huge influence of microbes on humans. First, the human development needs microbes immediately. In the digestion system, the microbes can synthesize necessary amino acids and vitamins. They are able to be conducive to digestion and absorption of the indigestible food. What's more, some microbes can secrete neurotransmitters, which can influence our mental health, and microbes can also contribute to our homeostatic protection against pathogens and the drug metabolism. Now let's my other agreement to introduce the microbes in digestion system more detail.
Let's talk about what microbes inside our digestive system. Our digestive system is divided to many parts. We will focus on the mouth, stomach, and intestines. The microbial ecosystem of the intestinal tract is very complex. with a huge flora biomass, almost 30,000 different types of microbes inside our body, and total amounts of microbes are counted in trillions. Among different parts of the intestine, due to the differences in pH and nutritional condition, the category of bacterial flora is distinct. Most of the intestinal flora is a symbiotic type, mainly aerobic bacteria, which exist in a constant number. They have physiological functions such as synthesis of vitamins, proteins, and biological antagonism, and play a role in maintaining the health of the host. An example of probiotics is lactobacillus. It is obtained from food and forms biofilms in vaginal and gut microbiota, allowing them to persist during extreme environmental conditions and maintain ample populations. In turn, the host provides a source of nutrients to protect the host against potential invasion by pathogens can help treat diarrhea. There are a few pathogenic bacteria that will not harm to host in a physiological balanced state, but if the number exceeds the normal level, it will cause disease. There is another type that lies between these two types, such as E. coli and Streptococcus. They can produce toxins and have both physiological and pathogenic effects. E. coli usually hosts in large intestine. It occupies 0.1% of gut microbes, and it have both non-pathogenic and pathogenic type. Non-pathogenic E. coli can manufacture vitamin K and prevent growth of other pathogenic bacteria inside our body, but non-pathogenic E. coli can infect urinary system or infect peritoneum through urca when the number of them exceeds. Pathogenic E. coli is possible to contaminate the food, for example, meat, which let us have diarrhea or even die. So is it beneficial for us to remove all bad microbes in our digestive system? Biodiversity is important for digestive system. Once we remove all pathogenic microbes, the biodiversity inside the digestive system reduces and affects our digestive function. Therefore, digestive system required to adapt pathogenic microbes. Otherwise, our digestive system cannot operate normally, and we are not able to survive when other pathogenic microbes invade our digestive system. So it is not beneficial at all for us to remove all bad microbes in the system.
Thank you. Now I'm going to introduce microbials in the body parts other than the digestive organs. Microbes are found in different body parts such as in nose, mouth, and throat, vagina, and skin. And I would like to talk about the microbes in the skin, conjunctiva, nose, vagina, and the lungs. Skin is the largest organ in human body, and microbes are found all over the skin surface, but the species vary with anatomical sites, including dry, moist, and oily types. Our skin is a home to millions of bacteria, fungi, and viruses which compose the skin microbiota. With the feature of skin of being the largest organ, it is colonized by many microorganisms which provide lots of benefits to human body. The human microbiota protect against invading pathogens through protection of our body from potential assault by foreign organisms. Our immune system then remembers the pathogen, which can provide faster and stronger defense for the entry of the same pathogen in the future. To add on, skin microorganisms adapt to utilize the sparse nutrients available on the skin, and many cutaneous microorganisms are able to produce molecules which inhibit the colonization of other harmful microorganisms or alter their behavior. Tears contain bactericides to make it difficult for the other microorganisms to survive. Due to some reasons including this, only a small amount of bacteria and fungi are present in the conjunctiva. The conjunctival microbiota is not clear until now, but the function is to be guessed to help defend the membranes against pathogens. The nasal cavity contains commensal bacteria, which suppress opportunistic pathogen colonization, which is harmful to humans by competing for limited space and nutrients and produce toxic compounds which directly inhibit or kill them. Thus, nasal microbiome holds an important role in modulation of localized immune responses, pathophysiology, and development of allergic rhinitis. Moreover, the female genital tract contains microbiota which provide protection against infection and maintain vaginal health. A healthy vaginal microbiome also prevents bacterial vaginosis, yeast infection, and other possible problems by maintaining an acidic pH, which is unfavorable for pathogen growth. Lastly, the lung microenvironment is known to have a high immune tolerance, and the lung microbiota act on resident immune cells and promote immune tolerance in the lungs. The immune system distinguishes the pathogens and non-pathogenic commensals so that the development of inflammation is prevented and can form tolerance against harmless microbiota. To conclude, among the human body non-sterile tract, the presence of commensal bacteria is essential to maintain homeostasis and in general a good health status. And in a healthy person, the microbiota participate in shaping an immune tolerance environment through development, activation, and recruitment of immune cells with immune regulatory activity. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you, and please feel free to ask questions.